been a minute. This is almost like being in the Jeep going to a comedy show, really.
I mean, it doesn't get any more true to the Jeep than this.
The only thing that's different is you're up here in the front with us instead of being in the back.
Yeah, I'm in the back, sleepy, drooling on myself.
Episode, what is this, Brandon? 26?
Yeah, this will be 26. Yeah.
26. We're excited to be back. I know we had a little bit of a break. We just watched some shit on Spotify that was fucking crazy. Talking about how many people were watching it and how many people enjoy it. And we were in people's top 5 and top 10s of podcasts.
It was
talking
really,
about
impressive.
we're losing light.
Oh, the light died.
Difficulty.
The light died.
The PC monitor shut off. I haven't connected to that.
Oh.
I probably shouldn't have done that. I should have plugged it into my actual
Should I click
power.
Should I click power again?
Just move the mouse.
Yeah.
Just give it a shuffle.
Just flick the mouse.
Pew!
Oh, Pornhub! No, I'm just playing. Fuck yeah!
Yeah, we're back in business.
It's probably going to shut off again. Because the monitors are timed. I didn't think about that.
Well, that's perfect. Fuck it.
Do
That's great.
Do we want to stop and restart?
Oh, no, we don't restart here.
Okay.
No. The only thing we restart is relationships, and we know how that's worked out.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, those don't ever work out.
So how do you feel, Noah, being here on the podcast? And people who don't know Noah, let's explain who Noah is. Noah travels with us around the country, helps us sell merch, does other things, basically, So Noah, he's here, and we got him. And we're having some microphone problems as well, but
yeah,
who gives a fuck, so.
I have dabbled my feet into hosting, and I am working already in 5 minutes, but the holidays have had me fucked up, so that is coming soon. I'm trying to get better at my crowd work, but it's been fun, Being
That's
friends.
also part of the reason why there's been such a huge delay on getting another episode out. I mean, we've had all kinds of shit going on. Bandit fucking moved, right before Christmas time. Then we had the fucking holidays, and then, I was gone for a week. I went to New Orleans, almost got stabbed.
Damn near got ran over.
And all this shit's coming to this episode.
I had to beat up somebody at the bar. I just had the cops called on me 2 hours ago.
Yeah, noise
Because
complaint.
we were too loud about the music, and we're probably being too loud in here right now, but there's not really much we can do about it.
Yeah,
so.
we live in an apartment building, so it's pretty much whatever, bro.
Life's fucking crazy, baby.
We'll start off with the schedule. How about that, Brandon?
Yes,
you want to let them know where we're coming?
I sure will, but here right now, but there's not really much we can do about it.
Yeah,
so.
we live in an apartment building, so it's pretty much whatever, bro.
Life's fucking crazy, baby.
We'll start off with the schedule. How about that, Brandon?
Yes,
you want to let them know where we're coming?
I sure will, but so...
Are you coming with us to the Funny Bones? They're
so,
Thursdays.
Yeah.
You
So
coming?
I put a request into work. I sent my boss the active schedule, so everything on a weekday is put in. So I should be good.
Hell yeah, Noah's coming with us. No, pour us another shot.
Also, by the way, if you need a car wash in the Springfield area, let me know. I'll get you hooked up. See you soon.
With that being said, guys, we're going to let you know where we're coming this new year. Starting off the year, we will be in Des Moines, Iowa at the Funny Bone Comedy Club. To follow that up, we will be in St. Joe, Missouri, January 25th. And then shortly after that, January 30th, we will be in Omaha, Nebraska at another Funny Bone. That will round out January for us. And then kicking off February, we will be in Nashville, Tennessee, February 15th. February 22nd, we will be in Salina, Kansas. And that rounds out February. Going into March, we will be in Louisville, Kentucky, March 8th. And then to round out March, we will be in Fort Scott, Kansas, March 29th. And then we got a pretty busy schedule here in April. April 12th, we will be in Oolaga, Oklahoma. And April 25th and 26th, we will be at the Tulsa Comedy Club in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And then to round out the schedule, what we have thus far, July 17th, Kansas City Funny Bone. So we've got a few Funny Bones on the schedule. You guys can get your tickets through, I believe they have their own separate link online that you can get it. And of course, I think you can get them at the door too, I believe.
Yes.
But other than that, all the other sales, we don't do very many door sales only shows. So most of those you can get on Eventbrite, on the Copenhagen Bandit Facebook pages. I believe you can access it through his TikTok, most forms of social medias and stuff like that. So if you guys would like to come see the Bandit and the boys, be sure to do that. Get on Eventbrite, or if you're at the Funny Bone, get on their website and get your tickets and come see us and have a good time.
Yes, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's always a lot of fun. And we're going up north. It's going to be snowing. The tires are starting to get bald, so fuck it. It's going to be a good time. We'll see
are
y'all
still
there.
adding shows. I mean, we've only got booked to July. We've still got plenty of room in July to book more shows, and then so on and so forth. We still got May is open as well. We've got a couple things that we got to tackle in May. You know, got a racing event or two to go to in May, but other than that,
1 or 5. Oh.
yeah. So we are booking continuously. We are trying to hit new states as well. We're trying to dabble up a little further up north. Down south, we're trying to get everywhere we can for you guys. So stay tuned for that. We are booking more as we go, but this is the current schedule.
Yes, a lot of shit's happened. Noah was talking shit about these sunglasses.
Oh, dude.
No, you said they looked fucking terrible.
I don't know if anyone saw his photo he put on his Snapchat the other night. He had the phone laid down on the floor and he was looking over top. All I saw was his face and his ceiling.
Dude.
It looked like the look that you give your pizza rolls coming out of the oven at 3 a.m. after about 3 good hits.
These are Dollar General sunglasses. Like you got come and
How
go
much were
sunglasses,
they? How
$2.
much? $2?
That's fucking Dollar General.
They fucking
The
look
lenses
like
popped
$2.
out the other night on the beer tasting, and I was like, you can't buy nothing from Dollar General without it fucking breaking.
They looked like they were $2.
Well, you know, I like them, and I feel like, you know, and I've never done cocaine in my life, but when I put them on, like right now, I feel safe. You know, because sometimes on this podcast, y'all and everybody else makes me nervous, and I get on here to talk shit, and this makes me feel like I'm in my safe zone.
I'll give you credit. They look better in person than they did in that shitty ass Snapchat photo.
I tell you what, how long has it been, Brandon, since we've done a podcast episode?
Oh, dude, it's been, what, 2 months?
It's been 2 months. A lot of shit's happened. I moved. I didn't just move. I moved like a fucking. Did you really pee or?
No, I just dribbled. I forgot
I
forgot to hit my face hole with my beer.
Your fucking dirty body urine, God, that was just. That'd probably eat my fucking carpet fibers away, dude.
Leave my body urine alone.
Anything that comes out of Noah's body is fucking bad, dude. Let's be honest. He
Yeah.
shit earlier in the living room, and he's like over there waving, and he's like, "I don't want it to come near you," but that's not a choice with Noah.
Oh, dude, it goes everywhere.
And then we got you on the episode. Let's talk about the things you do, and one of the things you do is just fucking shit, and just your shit stink, dude.
Do they do? I'm sorry. They
Like
do.
we were in Oklahoma. What was it, Oklahoma one time?
We
and
were
he was
coming
shitting.
home. We were coming home from Enid.
And Brandon said, "I want to pull over."
Yeah, dude, I said, I swear to God,
We-
if you don't stop shitting your fucking pants, I'm pulling this goddamn Jeep over.
We
and I'm
barely
making you fucking walk.
made it to the fucking first toll booth outside of Tulsa.
Oh,
and he was going to leave me in fucking Indian country.
I mean, it was so bad, and he farted like probably 6 times. And by the time we hit the 7th, I was like, dude, I'm like on the border of gagging here. You have to fucking stop, or I'm throwing you out of this car.
I'll be honest, it was some of the worst things that ever have come out of my anal
If that's
cavity.
what death smells like, I'm good.
Well, the problem is we're on the road and we're eating shit from gas stations, and once you get Noah has this weird fucking thing. Like, when we stop at a gas station, it could be a middle of nowhere, shitty gas station. If they have a fucking egg roll on the roller, Noah's fucking getting it. You eat the most disgusting shit on the road.
And
dude.
it'll be in
And
there
it's
for
just
7 hours.
Yeah, it's like hard. We've been rolling around.
Dude,
You'll still eat it.
what show was it we were going to? We were in the middle of nowhere, like right on the border of Iowa and Illinois. I got that slice of fucking shitty ass fish.
Yeah, and it made you sick. And you got sick.
We had to pull over because I had to puke.
You're eating dirty shit, bro. You don't walk into a fucking Quick Trip and eat fucking catfish.
Oh, shit.
But anyways, once you let that shit build up in your fucking gut for 7 days on the road, it's gonna
bad.
fucking come out violent. And your shit's already, you could eat a salad in that fucking stink.
Oh, dude, it's terrible.
So that's moving on, but just
The
the shit
word-
that comes out of your fucking body.
The worst one that I can remember, though, is the night where everything went sideways when we were at the shootout. The Frito pie and moonshine night.
Yeah.
Wait, where was this at?
In
Tulsa shootout, 2 years
Tulsa
ago.
Shootout. Not last year
The
when
first
we met
year we
Haley
went.
and all that. The
First year we went.
We found no under the sink. We thought it was dead.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, this story.
Well,
I'll let the boys tell it. It was bad.
I was like half asleep. And Bandit comes in, he's like, hey, dude, I think Noah's dead in there. He's like, hey, dude, he's not responding. Like, it doesn't look like he's breathing. And he's like, he's got fucking puke all over him. And I'm like, what? Oh, fuck. So I start freaking out because I'm like, you know, I don't want to think the fucking worst of it, but he said the worst of it. So I immediately get up and I start panicking. So I start like fucking kicking him in his legs and shit. I'm like, hey, are you okay? Are you good? And then eventually he wasn't responsive, so I started kicking harder.
My knees hurt the next day.
So I was just like hoping he wasn't fucking dead. So I just keep fucking walloping him in his fucking legs and his calves and shit. And eventually he moves. He's got fucking puke all over his face, all over his glasses.
Everywhere.
Fucking puke on the floor,
everywhere.
the toilet seat.
And the puke smelled like fucking Frito pie. That's what upset me.
So bad.
If you've been to the Tulsa Expo Center, you know what Frito pie they're talking about. It is a distinct taste and a distinct smell to it.
When I found you, you had vomit up into the face area. It looked like blood. I thought it fell down, hit the sink,
It was stained red.
and it was fucking dead. You know,
Dude.
that's why I was like, "Hey, Brandon, we might have to call 911."
Yeah.
Because it was just vomit. It was under the fucking sink in a hotel. How do you find the spots that you sleep in hotels?
Dude, I don't know, dude.
You were under the fucking sink.
I tried to get him up. I started grabbing by his hoodie and I was fucking like lifting him up. And then that's when he starts getting real fucking responsive. Stop! No! Stop!
Oh, fuck, quit!
Leave me alone, leave me alone.
Quit!
I'm like,
Quit! Fuck, dude! Fuck!
I'm like, okay, dude. All right, whatever, man.
As long as I was alive, we
So
were
he
good.
passed out, and then is that the same night that you shit the bed?
No, that was
That-
Wichita.
That was Wichita.
And that was Wichita, Kansas. So that's about 150 miles north.
Yeah.
He shit the fucking
Oh,
bed.
dude.
And when we woke up in the morning, you shit the bed. You had to put, you know how like hotel rooms have office chairs like this? He took it and put it on the bed, and I was like, why?
I was sleeping in this bed. Mike.
Yeah, somehow I do not recall this. I was sleeping on the floor. It was a similar situation in Tulsa. I somehow went from the bathroom to the floor to fucking butt buddies with Brandon. We weren't spooning. Don't get it out of pocket.
No, you were on the corner in the
But
bed in the fetal
I
position.
was over there tucked up in my fucking third of the bed and somehow shit myself overnight. We woke up the next day before they did. I threw the covers over it and, like Bandit said, took the office chair, laid it over top of the blankets, tried to hide my shit, and we left.
But my thing is
Nothing happened. And they didn't know this happened for like a whole year.
you had to have shorts on. So how did shit escape the shorts?
I don't know, dude. Them boxers
I think he
were
shit up his
fucked
back.
Probably shit up his back like a fucking child.
Because it left the shorts and whatever else.
Them boxers were fucked up. I left them bitches there.
Noah's done some disgusting things on the road. We could go on all day.
That was the
About
only.
the
That was the
things.
only time though that I have ever actually shat myself. Of all the things I've done on the road, that was the only time I shit myself.
Well, I gotta ask, and I'm sure everybody else is curious. How was your guys' Christmas?
Oh, you know, just a normal. I mean, first off, I moved from apartment to apartment, which we were talking about earlier, and I had to move like a fucking, what would you call it? Like the people back in the day, pioneers? Is that what it was? Yeah, pioneers. I had mattresses on my fucking back. Thank God you guys helped me move the couches.
Dude, we were out here moving couches like fucking delivery men.
I get done moving, and then I get right into Christmas. I went home for about 2 weeks, and, you know, shit was wild back home. A lot of, you know, it was a good Christmas Eve with the family. Hung out with Dad, and hung out with Aunt Pam. Aunt Pam, she's Aunt Pam. I don't know. I'm probably gonna start taking care of her and have to move her in with me or something.
Ooh.
She was making coffee the other day and she forgot to put water in the pot. Ooh. And I said, "What the fuck?" You know. But here's the problem.
Dry coffee.
But no. But everybody's like, "Oh my God, Alzheimer's. That's fucking terrible." That's not what's happening. Aunt Pam goes to bed at 1 a.m. and then wakes up and goes to work at 2:30 in the morning. So she'll get like an hour of sleep.
Oh, Jesus.
So, you know, hung out with Pam. Pam's car broke down.
Y'all gotta stop watching the Saints.
And why the car's broken down, my cousin-in-law was out there trying to fix it for her. And so the street she lives on, all the cars are like parked on each side. It's a smaller street. So we're all out here hanging out. And this car's coming down the street and just blast a car, dude. Ran into it.
Oh,
Dude, yeah, big fucking explosion, right? I'm like, what the fuck? You know, I'm half fucked up because it's like New Year's Eve, and that happened, and I was like, damn, that's fucking crazy. And then New Year's Eve happened. Should we get into New Year's Eve? What happened to me on New Year's Eve?
Everybody wants to know.
I mean, boy, I'm upset. I want to take my hat off. I'm getting hot. So New Year's Eve rolls around. We're having a great New Year's Eve. I'm like, it's going to be a new year, new me, shit, you know. Going to start working out. Going to stop fucking with psycho bitches. I got this whole plan going, right? Aunt Pam's got this idea. She's like, I found this online. You got to eat 12 grapes in 12 seconds as soon as New Year's happens, and it'll bring you good luck. She's got the fucking grapes out on the counter. We've got a platter of food. Mom's there. We're feeling good. Well, all of a sudden, my mom's like, hey, I need some beer. And I was like, I'll go up to the liquor store with you, which is like a block away. So we go up to the liquor store, and we pull up, and me and my mom, we go in. She gets her beer. I get some other shit I need, a little champagne to celebrate. And we're walking out of the liquor store, and there's another car leaving, and this other girl, she looked like a fucking tweaker. I think that's probably what happened. They were probably fucking with me. And her boyfriend were pulling out. And she leans out the window and she yells some shit at my mom, you know, because my mom's a little bigger. So she was like being mean and fucking yelled some shit at my mom. So I told mom, my mom's sober. I said, you know what, fuck it, chase him down. I want to pull her boyfriend out of the car. I'm going to beat the fuck out of him in front of this girl. And I want to prove a point, right? I want to pull him straight out of the driver's seat. So we haul ass. We're right behind them. We're speeding a little bit. I wouldn't say anything drastic. You know, I'd say we're probably doing 50 and a 30. You know, nothing crazy. And dude, that we get fucking all of a sudden berries and cherries. I seen the motherfucker flip around, pulls us over. I'm like, okay. Mom's sober. Cop comes up. He's cool as fuck. He's like, is there a reason your tag's around today? Blah blah blah. Like I explain it to him. He's cool. And then he comes back up to the car window and he's like, you ever had a seatbelt ticket? And I'm thinking, like, I don't have my seatbelt on, so maybe he's just going to write me one. And I'm like, no, never had one. And he's like, well, that's crazy because you have a warrant from 2018 for a seatbelt ticket. And I'm thinking, motherfucker, this is how we're going to start the new year? And I didn't think he was going to take me to jail or nothing, but then he was like running my name and took my fingerprints on this little machine thingy he had in his pocket. And at that point, I kind of gave my mom all my shit. I was like, they're going to take me to jail. This fucking guy pulls me out of the car, puts handcuffs on me, puts me in the car. We drive all the way to Jasper County Jail. It's like a fucking 30-minute ride. I got to piss. We get to Jasper County Jail. They book me in. They take my mug shot, take pictures of my tattoos. I had to spread my fucking ass cheeks, put me in a cell, took my goddamn shoes, my belt. It was fucking terrible. I had to sit in there for like 3 hours. Finally, Pam and Mom get up here. They fucking get me out $10. That's all I had to pay to get me out. $10. I'm walking out the door of the jail. Fireworks are going off. It's fucking New Year's, right? Walked out right on the fucking dot. And all the way home, Aunt Pam's like, "Oh, we didn't even get to eat our fucking grapes."
That's the biggest.
Yeah, like that was the fucking problem, dude. And now I'm gonna make a fucking joke about it. I want to make a video about it because really it upset me. But other than that, shit, my holidays were solid.
I'll be honest, if there was anyone I was expecting to end up in jail on New Year's Eve into New Year's, I figured it'd be me before you.
Yeah. What happened with you guys? I know you went up north.
We didn't do shit. I mean, we went home. We saw our buddy Tommy. Hopefully, you guys can get him on an episode here at some point, especially when he comes down. Definitely plan that. Y'all will meet him. Y'all will love him. But we went over to Tommy's Christmas Eve, and it went from Tommy was he did 3 bowls and none of them were cereal, as he said himself. So you can do the math on that. But after that, his wife just started pulling out random bottles of liquor out of the fridge, the cabinet, and we were just passing around shot glasses, basically. So it was an eventful evening, and then we ended the night helping Brandon's mom close down the bar back home, and it was a good time. It was Christmas Eve was fun. First year in a long time I've actually been able to enjoy the holidays.
Good. I heard Brandon's been shutting some bars down.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you had yourself a spicy visit. You
heard it through The Wire.
Yeah, man.
You had a spicy visit.
What'd you do for fucking New Year's Eve?
Well, the thing is I'd like to get out there right now is like people think that like they can fuck with other people or like fuck with me, like, but there comes a point where it's like you kind of got to be dealt with.
Yeah.
And what this guy did was extremely out of line. So my mom wasn't even working.
But your mom worked, so for people who don't know, your mom works at a bar up north.
Yes.
And she wasn't working that night, but you were at that bar.
Yes. So Christmas Eve was a Tuesday night this year, and so we went up there to have some drinks with her and her other friend that she's been hanging out with lately, and you know, we're just having a great time and we're having a blast. Nothing's out of the ordinary, just a typical good time at the tap. Well, I go outside, I step outside to smoke, I go out front, and this car, this early 2000s Ford Expedition pulls up in the front. Well, they had the back rear, or the driver rear window down. Cold as fuck. I still don't know why, to this day, why they had their window down. It'll never make sense to me. It's not the point though. But, you know, I saw them, they pull up, and since their window was down, I overheard them say, whenever they pulled up, they're like, the driver was talking to his buddy in the passenger seat. He goes, "Promise me, man, no fighting. We're going to come in here, we can tear this place up, have a great time. No fucking fighting." Word for word is what he said. So I'm like, great, here we go. Here comes some asshole that's going to ruin everything. And of course, he did, but we'll get to that. So I run inside, and I let my mom know. And then she tells the other bartender, too. It lets him know about it. And as soon as I get done explaining it, they come inside. And this drunk sack of shit orders a drink, tries to pay for it with his card. Well, the tap is a cash-only bar. So he was shit-faced drunk. So he was already pissed off, already bitching. So he went over to the ATM, couldn't even stand up straight. He was wobbling around, stumbling around. The guy had no business drinking any more than he was. And so he goes back to the bar, and I guess he didn't even pull cash out. Started arguing with the bartender again, and then this lovely lady, I actually used to work with her, I won't disclose her name because I don't know if she wants it, so I'll just say friend of the family. Is a Shawnee regular. She offered to pay for this guy's drink. She says, hey, I'll pay for your drink because I got the cash on hand, but you have to go afterwards because you're being rude and disrespectful to the bartender, and we don't appreciate that. We don't tolerate the disrespect here. We have the right to refuse. We have the right to refuse your service. So, she's telling all this and that, and eventually he just ends up calling her. Basically, he just calls her a bitch.
Right.
So he calls her a bitch, and then she just sits down and keeps eating her Snickers. She just gave up at that point. So that's when another regular of the bar comes over and says, hey, like, you need to leave. Like, she wasn't being aggressive or anything like that. Well, apparently the guy stomped on her foot while she was trying to do that. So, like, once he stepped on her foot, on her toe, she grabbed him by his hoodie and pulled it back, like yanked him backwards to get him off of her foot. Well, mind you, this is a female, so let's keep that in mind. So this drunk sack of shit, I mean, he pulls it all the way back. I mean, he puts all of it, fully loads it, and just fucking boom, decks this lady, punches this lady right in the face. Kind of stuns her a little bit.
Some trailer park shit.
Yeah, dude, fucking stuns her a little bit. She stumbles. She grabs a fucking bar stool.
Bro, I can't deal with this northern shit, bro.
She's like fucking ready to go. She's about ready to fucking throw
Somebody's gonna pull up on a fucking snowmobile here in a minute.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, she's ready to fucking throw this metal stool at his face. But eventually she puts it down and she goes to the side. And she ends up hightailing it out there at some point, and that's when the bartender comes around with a fucking baseball bat and he's like threatening with her. And he's like, hey, dude, you need to get the fuck out of here. And that's whenever I'm starting to get involved because, everyone's like trying to shoo him out. We get him out to the front door. And then once we get him out the front door, he wouldn't leave. He wouldn't get out of the fucking doorway. So the bartender had to shove him. So he fucking shoved him down the steps, didn't fall. Drunk as shit. Didn't fucking fall over from being pushed down the stairs. Still kept his balance. So he comes back up the stairs, and then he gets in the kid's face, or the bartender's face. And that's whenever this drunk guy, he had fucking tunnel vision, man. Tunnel vision on this kid. So I was able to just sneak past him. Right on by, right in front of him. So I sneak on by, and I'm standing there in the doorway getting ready to do something because I know something's about to happen. Well, he tries to snatch the bat from the bartender. And that's when I'm like, okay, this guy needs to be dealt with. I already want to fuck him up because he punched a female in the face. So here's my chance, so I took it. I tried to grab him, and I did. I went behind him, and I tried to jump off a step and grab him by his throat so I could choke him and slam him to the ground. Well, fabric on fabric, I slipped up against him like this. I went up against his hoodie because he was wearing one too, and I just lost grip. I couldn't get a good enough grip on him because he was squirming around, and he had a fucking death grip on the railing, so I couldn't get him down. That's also what helped me slip. We're kind of scuffling a little bit. He ends up knocking these glasses off. These are fucking bent. I gotta go get them readjusted. Ends up fucking knocking them off my face. He doesn't even get a full fucking hit in on me, mind you. He just, he kind of went up and threw his hands up in the air, and it fucking threw my glasses right off my face. So I end up getting behind him and fucking choking him, and then I dropped my weight and fucking slammed him on the ground, and I ended up choking him the fuck out. So
that's good.
Yeah, until the cops came.
Yeah,
that's what happens when you're a fucking woman.
There becomes a point where you got to subdue whoever's being a menace to society. You just gotta subdue them. And there's always that one guy, dude.
Every
Especially at bars. Like,
every place we've gone to on the road, there's always one. Most recently, that fucking guy in Kansas.
yeah, like even at shows. Like the fucking, like Noah said, the guy in Kansas with the fucking Cowboys jersey on, walking around in Independence, Kansas, which is fucking crazy because not only did we have to kick him out of the show, but like 3 weeks later, somebody sent me a news article. They were trying to have a peaceful fucking Thanksgiving Day parade, and I guess he was riding his bike in front of the parade, acting like he was directing it, and they had to fucking tackle him and tase him. I guess it was a big deal.
Same fucking guy.
Had to tase him in front of kids and shit, you know?
What a fucking idiot, man.
Fuck, I had a dude in Enid.
People don't fucking learn, man.
No, they don't. There's always that one guy in the fucking crowd.
Like, it's really not hard to not be a piece of shit.
It's really not
hard.
I had one guy in Enid, Oklahoma, the first time I ever did a show in Enid at the spot. We roll up and he's like wearing a hoodie that has all 32 NFL teams on it, and I'm like, at that point, fuck you. Yeah. Like, if you can't pick a team, fuck you. You know,
everyone.
That shit pisses me the fuck off.
16 over here. And 16
I told everybody, I said, this guy's gonna be a problem. He fucking bit me, dude, and we had to kick him out.
Oh my god.
Bit me, scratched me and shit. He was weird, dude. He was like hugging on me, scratching me, and at one point they were trying to get him out, and he bit my fucking forearm right here like a fucking vampire.
What the fuck?
I had teeth marks.
What a dumbass.
Yeah, that's a true story.
Well, anyhow, since we have all three of us together, I suppose, what's our origin story? How did we all get to know each other? That's probably a good one to kind of cover right now. Because, I mean...
Well,
you want to get up and bump that real quick?
Yeah, that's fucking dumb. I should have just plugged into the PC.
Technical difficulties. 5 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. We have light again. Sorry about that.
Well, we've covered it. We've talked about it before. But
I've never been a guest on your guys' podcast to cover it for people that aren't familiar with it.
Is that right? Well.
So, I guess the way that I know it, I mean, we all three have a different recollection of it. The way
I can't say mine. I can't.
What do you mean?
On how I met you, I can't say it.
On how you met Noah?
Oh, and how I met me? Why? Because I fell asleep in class when we were in 6th grade and I got carried the fuck out?
Well, there's more to it now.
Oh, is there?
Fuck it.
Is there shit I don't know?
Start it, dude. How'd you beat me?
I can't say it.
Yeah, you can.
What do you mean?
Just tone it back.
Dude, I'm about
Just
to take my
back.
3rd shot of tequila, and
Tone it
after
back.
that, it's game over.
Do it.
Well, I knew. Well, no. Okay, so this was after the fact.
We didn't know each other until like middle school.
So, what I'm thinking of was actually after the fact. I wasn't like, I didn't really start hanging out with him until this point. But there was, I'll just say, it wasn't when I first met him, but there was a certain point in time where I was a little uncomfortable with going to school.
No, dude.
No, hold on.
Hang on.
Hold on.
Hang on.
Hold on. We're not
Hang
covering,
on.
We're not
No.
covering that part.
We wanted
That's
to
what I
fuck it
said.
up.
I
We wanted to
can't
get.
fucking say.
We wanted to get deep in the
I
trenches.
told you I can't say that shit.
What?
Wait,
Noah got picked up.
That's not how you met me,
No,
though.
and that's what I said. And that's why I said. I said no. Actually, it was earlier
No.
because before that
Wait.
happened, it was at junior high.
Yeah, we were in like 7th. It was 6th.
Was it Mr.
It was
Mr.
whatever.
Beach's class?
It was whatever math class we had together.
Mr. Beach.
Yeah, on
that
the
was our
first
teacher,
floor.
Mr. Beach.
So when you went through the middle school doors, you went straight up there, and it was right on the right.
Right on the right.
The way we got to know each other is because I kept passing out of that motherfucking class. I'd be in there sleeping,
he eventually kicked him
cross
out.
arm.
He kicked him out.
There was one day, I think it was the first day he stood up for me, they tried to carry me out in the desk. I was asleep in the desk. They lifted the whole ass desk to wake me up. And he was like, leave him be. Just
Leave him be. Is that what you said?
Yeah, because it's like, what the fuck?
Dude, I was asleep in the desk and they tried to carry the whole
What do you
desk
mean,
out.
leave him be?
I was
Why are you coming in to be the hero,
Well,
dude?
because, all right, let me explain.
Okay, dude.
That was the first. This is
I'm gonna say, you heard it here first. These fucking assholes.
I've never heard this. I've known you fuckers for 4 years. I've never heard that.
These fucking assholes, Freeport fucking school district. Thank God some of them don't work there anymore.
Big Bird still does though.
Who the fuck is Big Bird?
Big Bird. That's her name. That's all you need to know.
Her?
We're not gonna use names.
It's a her?
Big Bird the bitch, dude. She was a
Coin. Big Bird. That was her name.
She was a coin.
And she kept that name. I don't know if she still works there or not, but Big Bird,
No.
fuck you.
But yeah, dude, so
That's a fuck you, Big Bird.
so some of these fucking people were a little fucking extreme that worked for the school district.
They were on a power trip.
And yeah, for sure. They definitely were abusing their
mind you,
powers.
this was middle school, so this was like fifth,
This
sixth,
was
seventh grade.
junior high. We were in 7th grade.
Yeah, we were going into our freshman years.
Or no, this was 8th grade, I think. Anyways, he wouldn't get up in class.
I was asleep.
He wouldn't wake up because he was sleeping. People tried to wake him up. He was getting pissed off, and he was like, fucking, leave me alone or whatever.
Don't stop, dude. Fuck.
Try to fucking take a nap.
Basically, me drunk sleeping, but me sober 12-year-old sleeping.
Oh. So, he's not getting up. He ends up stopping class and fucking calling the dean down there and all this and that extra bullshit. Principal, everybody comes in just for this fucking guy. They make a big deal out of him. All because he's sleeping in class, so he's not responding. He's not getting up out of his desk. He's just having a bad day. Just want to take a nap.
Right.
Fine.
Normal Noah day.
Yeah,
honestly.
So he won't get out of the desk. So what they do?
What do you mean out of the desk?
He's sitting in
So,
the desk.
What is it?
sleeping.
Is it one of the with the chairs and the table on the
Yes,
front?
yes.
Yes.
You know how it's
attached.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's attached. So
Yes.
there's the skinny part, and then it leads into the fat part.
Right.
So I'm sitting there cross-armed and just passed out,
Okay.
and
Okay.
they start lifting.
They
the
literally
whole fucking
grabbed
desk.
like each leg of the table and they fucking lifted the desk up with him in it and took him out of class. In the fucking
They
desk.
dropped me twice.
He
Before
was still in the desk.
before they carried me out, they dropped me twice.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They were abusive.
That's why I'm like, all right.
What the
This
fuck?
is all
new?
true. This is all
I've
true.
never heard this. What the
This
fuck?
is how him and I met.
So at the point where they drop you, are you like holding on to the desk because you're like, fuck
No.
you, I'm not getting out?
I was still
Or were
asleep.
you just like, what the fuck's going on?
I was still asleep. I was dazed and confused.
How do you remain in the desk if they drop you?
Because you also got to remember, 8th grade me was half the size of this. I was like 80 pounds soaking wet.
So you're in the classroom and they carry Noah out and you can hear him go down the hall, "Ooh," right? And it disappears. And
No,
then
I
the
didn't
teacher's
know.
like, let's continue
No,
now.
I didn't make it to the door. So they dropped me once. So they just picked up the front half of the desk, dropped it. Then they picked it up higher, dropped it. I started to wake up.
Well, how many times you gotta fucking drop it to wake up, dude?
Have you tried to wake me up on the road?
Yeah, if somebody drops me out of a fucking desk, I'm waking up.
So I'm
Okay,
having-
so you finally wake up.
as they lift the whole thing up, he calls over he's like, just fucking leave him. What's he doing? He ain't hurting nobody.
And this is the first time you guys ever interacted.
Yeah, he's like, just leave him. He ain't doing anything. He's not hurting nobody. All he's doing is just sitting there.
Yeah. Like,
I wasn't like snoring or anything. I was just passed
it
out,
does-
just
like,
fucking
it doesn't
hanging
even
out.
matter. It's like, at that point,
They
like,
were
are
try-
you fucking serious?
They were literally trying to carry me with the entire desk out of the classroom.
So was Big Bird
Honestly,
Oh,
I'd
it
be
was
like,
Big Bird.
Fuck yeah,
Oh,
She
she
was
dude, it
always
was her.
trying to carry me out. She's a bitch. Big Bird, if you're watching this, I hope. Well, I'm not going to get too absurd. I don't like you. You gave my brother hell. You gave my other brother hell. You deserve hell on yourself.
Yeah, Big Bird, you gotta come. But I'm trying to figure out, is Big Bird a fucking Like a super dyke or something?
No. She wasn't I think she was
She was
lesbian.
a super bitch. That's what she was.
Bro, was she buff?
No.
'Cause
I
no?
do.
You know Big Bird from Sesame Street?
Yeah, well, he was
Same body build as that.
really. It's like
It was
big,
just
huge
like-
ass, Fuda, and then like she had some fucking girth on her
Yeah.
legs, maybe.
Yeah.
I do think she was
Because
lesbian.
I'm just not gonna. I'm not picturing a girl coming in and just picking you up in a desk that has no muscle.
Oh no, this bitch was big.
That's what I'm saying, dude. See,
Honestly, I wish I could fucking fist fight half of the fucking staff in the junior high.
Dude, they were
I kinda
worse.
wanna
They
do
were
it.
worse than the high school.
Hit me up.
yeah.
So
So Noah gets carried out, and then what?
In middle school,
You said I gotta go find this fucking guy.
well, I didn't get carried out. He didn't let me get carried out.
No, whoa, okay. So we made it to where they picked you up and went to the door.
Yeah, so they picked me up, but he sat in the desk behind me.
And you said,
Leave
Was
it.
I behind you or
Yeah,
was I
you
across?
sat either way. You were like one desk aside. You were either aside or behind me. Because I think we were both along the window side facing the inner courtyard. You were behind me,
okay.
And
and you stopped them because it was just excessive. Because all they were doing was disrupting class.
Yeah, I was really like in
A
my
quiet
shell.
kid. He was
I
a
was
quiet kid.
as fuck. I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't trust anybody. I didn't want to be around any. I was really reserved, and like something like that, I was like, what the like.
Because all they were doing was
That actually
disrupting class.
it took a lot for me to say it, but I was like, okay, what the? I've never seen anything like this in my life, and I used to see like, not even just with Noah too, like this kid that I also went to school with. I know him very well. I used to consider myself friends with him. I won't disclose his name just because, but there was one point like he was, I don't know if he was having like a meltdown or if he was just upset about something went wrong. Well, he ended up like freaking out, right? And he's like punching the lockers and stuff.
He was having a crash out.
Well, yeah, he was crashing out. So instead of like trying to like console him in any sort of way or like just kind of like grab him and like hug him and just like talk to him and calm him down.
Right.
No, these motherfuckers, the principal, and somebody else, they fucking pick him up. They fucking slam him up against the wall. And they have him pinned. All of his arms are pinned, and they got one of his knees and his fucking thigh. This guy's not touching the ground. They have him lifted up on the wall, and they're fucking holding him there.
It looks like they're
Until the
arresting-
fucking police or the cop comes.
It looks like they're arresting a tweaker.
They were doing the shit to like fucking 12, 13-year-old kids.
God.
And that is why I hated school.
Well, shout them out.
Going the Freeport School District.
Yeah, there it is.
You're all miserable.
Let's go pretzels, baby.
No, they can get eaten because
High
they're
school,
all-
hold on.
High school
High
was
school
better.
was fine. I actually, in some ways, kind of miss it.
I miss high
But
school sometimes.
but junior high can get fucked.
The only people
That school can get fucked.
the only people
All the people that work there.
the only people that were cool in the middle school was Miss Crawford.
Oh, she was fucking great.
She
I
had
Miss Crawford.
I had
man.
her, and then
Oh.
she was the one that led the DC trip. Oh, she was a goddamn queen.
So the Miss
Love
Crawford
that
like
one.
Big Bird?
No,
Dude,
no.
Miss Crawford's an absolute.
Miss
angel,
Crawford
dude.
was a G.
Was she a smoke show? Or
It was Miss Crawford, and then what was the guy teacher's name? That was like right across the hall from her.
Well, right
He
across
was-
the hall was the lunchroom.
No. I'm thinking. So, I didn't have Miss.
There was water
okay.
fountain straight out
Right,
the door,
right,
and
right,
then
right, right,
there.
right. Okay,
double
I'm
doors,
confused.
Boom, cafeteria.
So Miss Crawford ran the DC trip. Who was the male social studies teacher in middle school?
Mr. T.
Not tuberculosis.
Fuck, what's his name?
You named
Was it-
somebody
was it-
tuberculosis?
What is this? It
Are
starts
you
with
making
T.
Are you making fun of people with breathing problems?
I don't know if there's anybody that.
I'm just talking shit. It was just the first thing he said.
I know.
I can't remember. I can't. God.
I can't remember.
Wasn't it the same guy that teaches the drama class in high school?
Was it Tellefson? Mr. Tellefson?
Regardless,
No.
the only one I remember is Miss Crawford, and there was a male teacher in middle school.
No, wait. No.
It was
I'm
a male
thinking-
social studies
hold the
teacher
fuck
in
on.
middle school.
Hold on.
He was on the second floor.
I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm not thinking of Miss Crawford. Miss Crawford was on the second floor, right?
Yes.
I'm thinking of Miss.
They were basically right across the floor from each other.
Who am I thinking? I'm thinking of my. Oh fuck! What was her name? Not Miss Berchtold.
No, no. You're thinking yes. Miss Berchtold was the best Shout out, Miss Berchtold was my homeroom teacher in middle school. That was the single-handed best teacher I've ever had, school-wise, period, end of story. I wish I still had a contact with her. That is the single best woman I've ever had in any sort of like, aside from my mother, she was like the next best woman I've ever met in my life.
I got a question. There's something I want to talk about, because if we're going to reminisce on the things you guys have told me, what really this story really upsets me is the fact that you were at a park with
not the park story.
with government shitters, and you went and you shit in the fucking gazebo. You shit in the fucking gazebo.
It wasn't the gazebo.
Oh,
It was the pavilion.
The pavilion, gazebo, the fucking community building. You know, poor people have birthday parties in there.
I know.
And you fucking shit.
This was like
And
7
then
years
you
ago.
guys went back and fucking poked it with a stick and a raccoon ate it.
Oh man, I'm glad.
Yeah, we did.
Why the fuck?
I'm so glad
What-
you said Miss
what
Berchtold, though. I forgot about that woman. God, I love her.
What went through
But
your head?
yes,
I feel like an idiot. I twisted her name with somebody else. And
So Miss Crawford was
Miss Crawford was second floor.
yes, but they
Girl,
were
the
like
lady-
right next to each other.
Yeah.
So we're
But I
going
can't
back to
remember the
this.
lady.
We got to figure this out.
I can't remember the lady's name that was right across from the.
I can't remember either. But
She was amazing though. She
yeah,
was
because
amazing.
you
She was
had
a science teacher.
yeah you had her
Yeah.
and I had Crawford.
Yes.
We both had different science classes, but
I thought you had the teacher that I was thinking about. That's
No.
why I said Crawford.
no.
But I know Miss Crawford's different because she's got. I think she has is she dyslexic?
No. The only reason I remember
Tuberculosis.
her.
No.
No. Miss Crawford was awesome. I did not have her directly for any
I
class.
quit caring about school, so I don't remember much from it.
I didn't have her for any class, but any student that had her ranted and raved that she was the best teacher in the entire building. And I mean, second to none. She was phenomenal. But Miss Berchtold, that's that woman. I mean, phenomenal. I mean, there was a few people that stood out in middle school, but everyone else can eat a bag of cock.
Oh, dude.
It was the worst
even
experience
remember.
of your life.
Mr. Haskins was pretty cool.
There was like 3 to 4 people that were only cool.
Junior high, yeah, there was a few good teachers, but
Fuck you, Big Bird.
Yeah, Big Bird, you got it coming, bro.
high school I had a lot of dope teachers. But anyways, yeah, back to the pavilions.
Yeah, I do.
So
I want to know what went through your head
back.
before you shit in a park.
Was this?
Because Brandon said
Was
you
this
just
after-
got up on a picnic table and squatted your fucking ass
All
so
right,
it would
to-
drop farther.
To pick this story up, so we were in middle school, and what was this? Was this when we graduated, or was this while we were still in school? I think we were still in school because it was shortly after. I think it was shortly after my dad passed, and I had started at.
No, because I already had my driver's license.
Yeah, but you had your driver's license when I was like a freshman. Because you used to harass me and man with no name when we would hang out at my place. You graduated a year ahead of me. You got held back a year. That's why you were in the same class as me.
Yeah.
So he was technically supposed to graduate a year before me.
I was supposed to.
I got thrown the fuck out of high school.
But
So
yeah, is that why you shit in the pavilion?
Let's cover that right now. He's the only one here with a high school education between the two of us.
Oh, yeah, me. I went to college, bitch.
I don't have shit. That's why I sell T-shirts. I can't
Anyways,
calculate your fucking money.
You're
right?
avoiding the question. Why did you shit
Well,
in
I'm trying to catch.
pavilion?
I'm trying to catch it up.
Gazebo.
So I'm trying to catch it up to the right.
Cheese drawer.
was this-
Christopher
I think it
Gazebo.
was.
We were in high school.
I think we had just graduated. Actually, I think it was
We
after
were-
out.
We were, yes, because I graduated early.
Yeah. So
And then
it
you
was-
got thrown out shortly after, yes.
Yeah.
So it was around that time.
Yeah. So
It was 2017.
well, so there's a park back home. It is called Crepe, K-A-R or K-R-A-P-E Park.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm illiterate as fuck. Clearly,
we were at Crepe
it is.
Park.
It is one of the best things in Northwest Illinois. One of the best things. If you get a chance,
And you
go
fucking
there.
shit.
I did.
He did.
Shut the fuck up.
But
Let
no,
us tell the story.
Like, no, well, I mean, let's not fucking drag it out. That's not a goddamn novel. I just
It
want to
is
know
a
why
novel.
you felt like you needed to pull your pants out and drop shit.
We were just hanging out, dude.
Because it was a shitty situation.
Yeah,
We
you were
just-
just
we were
mad.
just
Big
hanging out
Bird
in the
was
park.
on your mind.
Dude,
A lot of
we
shit
were
going
hanging
on.
out
And
in
you
the
were
park.
rebellion.
We literally got to the park, and I was like, you know what? Because he had joked that one of his friends a couple of years ago had pissed in the corner after hours. And I was like, fuck it,
I think the bathrooms were locked because
at
it
the
was
time.
that late. Actually, no, they don't lock them. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
At the
Anyways,
time,
that he did.
He
pissed.
said one of his friends had pissed in there. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna shit in there.
Yeah, he
So-
just peed in the corner, so he's like, I'm gonna one up him. I'm gonna fucking poop.
So the bathrooms were still unlocked.
Is this a crime? Should we be talking about this?
Probably, but fuck
Ain't nothing nobody can do about it now. Fucking raccoon ate his shit. There ain't no proof.
It's all natural.
He had shit.
Uh,
Then nobody was around. Raccoon ate it. I mean, what was left, we'll get to that in a minute.
I can't even.
But
talk
what's fucked up?
hiccuping?
This is like, I'm gonna shit. I'm gonna shit the parking pavilion.
yeah.
So he walks.
He's mad. He's a rebel.
He walks to the bathroom, grabs toilet paper from the bathroom,
I come back out.
walks out of the
So
bathroom
mind you,
to shit in the pavilion.
so I don't know if anyone knows what a park pavilion is. It is
Hammered.
absolutely cooked. So it's
Right
there's
now.
there's two rows of picnic tables.
I'm
And
still
there's-
doing shot.
Yeah, same.
Shut up. Let me get through this. So there's about 8 picnic tables per row. And there's 2 rows of tables.
Fucking tequila.
And it's all enclosed. So about 30 yards away, probably I'll say, there's the bathrooms. And then maybe 5 to 10 yards we were parked. I went to the bathroom while they were open, and I got like 3 feet of toilet paper. Wound it up, pour it off, the whole deal. You just got to wrap it around your hand, you're carrying it out. But I didn't go to the bathroom. I just grabbed the paper. I come out, and then I walk to the pavilion. In the back right corner from where the parking lot is facing, there's a lonely little table. I hang my ass over the table after pulling down my shorts
Yeah, he's sitting
and
at
do
the
the
picnic table.
fucking deed.
He's sitting at the picnic table like how you're supposed to, right? Except he just scooted his ass off the edge of it a little bit more.
Dude,
Oh,
it
shit.
was a
So you sat
phenomenal.
down-
It
you
was
sat
a
down and
phenomenal shit.
You sat down and pooped.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah, you sat off
I
the edge.
pictured you like standing on one of the seats and your ass out, but you sat down with your pants down.
So I basically sat down to where my thighs were just on the seat and my ass was hanging over and just did my deed. And it was a phenomenal shit.
Well, dude, that's the thing.
It was like 4 to 5 solid premium A1 logs.
Well, doing anything outside is better. Shitting, pissing, fucking, eating. Anything you do outside is better, you know, I feel like.
But, so, follow up to this story, like Brandon was saying, we came back several hours later after we
went back the next morning.
Like 8 a.m., 9 a.m.
You guys were poking it with a stick.
And there was, so I laid down like probably 4 to 5 logs. There was 2 left when we got back.
There was one and like a small little straggler left.
Like a fucking raccoon.
So I grabbed the fucking stick and it was frozen solid. Raccoon must have ate the other fucking 3-4 turds.
I mean,
so I'm like, fuck it.
This is a true fucking story.
So I grabbed the fucking stick and I'm like flicking it and like poking it.
And
hard as a rock.
We're just dying.
So I like flick it off to the side so like nobody sees it.
Goddamn.
Just the dumbest shit we do for entertainment.
We're
fucking bored.
That may have been the nastiest thing I've ever done in my life, but God, it was hilarious.
We were fucking bored, man. There's nothing to do there.
All right, so that pretty much covers how you and I met. How did the 3 of us meet? Tell it from your side of the story your side of the story, because Bandit probably recall it the best.
I mean, I recall meeting you at, the racetrack because you were running around interviewing people in your little fucking polo shirt.
Oh, dude, I was doing social media dirt track coverage.
So I met you that way, and then Brandon was your buddy, and we had met that way. And then there was one point I was at the racetrack with my ex-girlfriend, and I ran into Brandon, and he had a Copenhagen Bandit shirt on, and we took a picture together. And then you guys came to a show, and then we talked a little bit more. And then one night...
We came over for a beer review.
Yeah, we were doing the fucking beer tasting. It was probably episode fucking 10 or some shit.
Yeah, it was new.
And you guys were hanging out, and Brandon was over there in the corner, and I'm like, who's this fucking guy? He seems cool. So everybody else leaves, and it's me, you, and Brandon drinking. And me and Brandon started making Snapchats, like random fucking... stupid Snapchats.
Oh, yeah.
And
if y'all remember the filters on that shit was legendary.
Yeah, and then ever since then we just kind of, there was one point I had a manager at the time, and I was traveling with a couple people on the road that I wasn't happy with traveling with anymore because I just wasn't happy on the road. And I asked Brandon, I said, hey man, I said, like, you like to drive? And Brandon's like, yeah. And I was like, do you like want to drive and do comedy shows? And then we started doing this shit on the road, and then one thing led to another, and now here we are. So,
well, that's his recollection. How's your recollection go to it?
Pretty much the same thing, honestly. But the thing about it with me is I was kind of like, it seems like fanboying, but I already had planned to go to the track that day to watch racing because Mom came down to visit. And so I was like, or maybe it was a separate time. I don't know. But I was like, fuck it. You announced that Bannon announced he was going to be there. And so I was
this was like 200,000 followers ago.
I already said that I already knew that I was going. So I was like, if he knew he was going to be there, I was like, fuck it. I'll wear his shirt. I don't got anybody down here that I have a shirt of, so I'll just wear his, I guess. Sure enough, as I saw him there, and that's when he pointed it out, and he's like, hey, nice shirt. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. There you go. There you are. I didn't expect him to be on the grandstand side, so I got a picture with him by the grandstands, and after that, I thought that was going to be it, like kind of one and done. And actually, the thing story I never told about that was one of the times that I was there, I don't know if Mom was there or not. If it was the same time or if it was a separate time, but I actually went to the beer garden and I bought 2 beers. I bought a beer for you and I bought a beer for your ex-girlfriend at the time. Because I looked and I saw what you guys were drinking, but you guys already had full beers and I was just like, I don't want to sit here and hang on to them. They already got beers and like, I didn't know if you were gonna take it at the time too, because of what we've experienced on the road.
Yeah,
so I was just like, fuck it, I'll just drink them. So I drank one and I gave my mom the other one. But I bought you guys beers, but I didn't actually give them to you because I didn't think that you were gonna drink them because you guys just got beers whenever I went to go buy them, and I was just like, fuck. It was like bad timing, so I was like, nah, fuck it, I'll just drink them then. And on top of not knowing if you would take them, because you already had a lot, and then people being fucking weird, you know.
Do you ever, like, not to cut you off, but
no,
like,
good.
you ever think about, like, when we're at the track and like we're hanging out in our normal spot right there in turn 1, I think about that all the time. I'm like, it's so fucking crazy, like how we all met, like there, and like now we're best friends.
That's
and the reason we're best friends is because
I
like,
haven't covered my part.
yeah, because there's so many people I meet and they're like, oh my god, you're the bandit, I'll fucking bandit. You guys have never been like that. Like, that's the reason I started hanging out with you guys is because like, I come around you guys and it's like, hey, you want to play video games and drink beer? Fuck yeah, dude. Like, let's just hang out. Let's do a podcast. Let's just go to the bar, dude. Let's be normal people.
Yeah.
Like, there's not very many people in the world that I can hang around that are just like, don't want something from me or just act like I'm something that I'm just a normal human being, dude. And that's what I love about you guys, dude. That's why you guys are my best friends. And it's like, you know, it's just so crazy how we all met, and now how many races we go to together again?
God, a lot.
Thousands.
A lot.
So we, you know, fucking, it's great, dude. And now all the shit we've done together and been through together.
4 years together.
We've done so much shit, and it's just beginning. So this podcast may be ghetto, but we're gonna get it up and rolling and keep it trucking. So, but yeah, I think about that a lot. I think about meeting Brandon when he had that T-shirt, and I was like, that's crazy. It's crazy how the world works, how small the world is, you know.
But yeah, the way I recall it to how we all met was, so Brandon and I moved down to Missouri in the spring of 2020, but we had found Bandit in about the fall of 2018.
Yeah.
You want to get up and that? So we had found Bandit's videos in about the fall of 2018, maybe early 2019. We had known each other we had known of him for, at minimum, at least a good year. So, whatever you hit on that.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, I forgot the other button.
There you go, bud. Good shit. But we had been watching him. This was like the Tweaker Backpack days.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, some of his best OG Joplin videos when he was like 200,000 followers on the original page.
Dude, that shit would have us in fucking tears.
Dude, we
The
literally,
stupid ass
we'd
videos.
be, I mean, you guys have met Tiff.
And that page
You know,
is gone now.
Yeah, you guys know Tiff. We would be in her basement watching his videos, just fucking losing our minds.
Yep, I
And
forgot
then-
about that part.
And then, so Brandon's dad had moved down here several years prior, or well, not several, I should say a couple of years prior, and we had started to visit him on vacation. One thing led to another. We moved down here in the spring of 2020, and like Bandit said, I was working for a a dirt racing social media page. Had got to kind of know him through that, just as a local influencer and someone to potentially do work with via page to page, something to interact with, grow each other's pages. Well, the only reason we knew about him was because Brandon and I both knew about him, and Brandon's mom, Tiff, bought him said shirt that he wore to the racetrack
While we were
one
living
night
up north. Yep.
while him and I were still living in northern Illinois.
Yep.
That's how he ended up with that. But unfortunately, his work schedule didn't quite let him go to the racetrack at the time. So there was a couple nights. I think that was how you and I first met.
Yeah, dude.
Is I went up there on a random couple nights. I bought my own pit pass, and you and I were hanging out back in the pits. I would talk to you. I was weird, but that was like that was right around the time.
I was weird.
Oh, no, don't get it twisted. I'm a weird motherfucker. But that was when he was making the transfer from Joplin to Springfield.
And I was living in hotels.
Yep.
And you come back to the hotel and you choked on that fucking beer tap,
But it was that first night we were back there at the racetrack. I was hanging out with you. We were just talking shit, but you knew. Him and I were so new to the Missouri racing area. We knew you as a local celebrity. I'll use air quotes. Local celebrity. And he was approachable because I knew him. And he helped me figure out who, like, a Ryan Gilmore was. A Trevor Drake is. Terry Phillips. People like that from the Springfield area.
Jerry Hoffman, all of them.
Yeah,
I grew up around all of them.
The good local Springfield race car drivers. Got to know who to root for, and then one
and who to not root for.
Exactly.
Too.
Yeah.
Same
Not
time.
until they talk shit, though.
We're not gonna say those names. Love you all equally.
The war's over.
We won. But
Fuck yeah,
It didn't say one word either.
But
anyway,
like he said, he was kind of in between places to live, and he had a new round of shirts out. I think it was the Drillin' for a Thrillin' shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it was the Drill Those shirts that has your face with the goddamn power drill spitting up like a tornado, like it's going through Joplin.
Mm-hmm.
And I went back to his hotel at the time, and I had never met anyone famous. We'll do air quotes again.
Yeah, we didn't even fuck, did we?
No, we didn't.
It was a fuckable room, though.
It was,
had a couch. It was nice.
Dude, his hotels he stayed in while he was waiting for this fucking apartment to open up were premium.
I can't do bad hotels.
Primo. But I got nervous because I never met him before, and he just brought me back because we were just there. Because he didn't bring any shirts with him to the racetrack. They were all at the hotel. So I had to go there because Brandon had already paid me the money to get said t-shirt from him at the time. So that's why I went with him to get the t-shirt, because that was the plan, is I was going to pick up the t-shirts from the racetrack. Didn't bring them with. Shit happens. Same reason why it takes you guys 3 weeks to get your stickers. Don't worry about it. They might not be there, but they'll get there.
They'll show up.
Don't sweat it. We still love you.
I'm not the best, but I do shit.
Same thing, though. And, I was nervous as fuck. I choked on a Busch Light fucking beer tab.
Yeah, dude. You broke it off and it went in the can.
That little guy right there. This little cocksucker.
When you spit it out,
It went into the thing.
It was bleeding.
And I drank it. I drank my beers. I was so nervous. I still had half a beer. It went into the beer cup. Or the beer can. Not cup. God, that's fucking stupid. But I drank the tab somehow. Coughed it up. It sliced my esophagus. I was coughing up.
Literally, dude, he was coughing up blood.
It's so
I
violent.
spat up blood into his hotel.
And then after he spits it all out and it's all done,
I
he
took
goes,
my shirts and went home.
Yeah, he's like, all right, I'm going to call an Uber. And I was like,
I
what the
took
fuck
my
just
shirts
happened?
and went home.
That's how I met Noah, and then it just trickled into that. But before we get out of here, we've
I mean, it's...
covered a lot of stuff. We got to get into some news because there's a lot of shit going on.
Oh, the big one.
We got to talk about the drones.
The drones.
First off,
Oh, yeah.
you tell me, have you looked into this drone shit?
A little bit.
Because it's freaking me out. Because I'm a conspiracy theory guy. I used to love to smoke weed and watch fucking Joe Rogan talk about shit, but I can't do that anymore because it gives me anxiety and things. But these drones, they're gone now. I haven't heard anybody talk about them. Now all of a sudden they're gone.
Yeah, they kind of went.
Like there was one person was saying like they were aliens, which I can believe that. Somebody else said they were China. Then somebody else said that was America because somebody stole one of our nuclear bombs, right? and they were flying around looking for the fucking nuclear bomb to see if they could fucking find it. Can you believe that shit? I mean, what the fuck do you think that drone shit is?
I don't know. All I know is that people were saying to just fucking shoot him down.
Yeah, did Trump said shoot him?
Yeah.
And some redneck went to jail for fucking trying to shoot one down.
Really?
Yeah. Fucking arrested him. There's a big video and he shot at it and they fucking arrested him and said he did something wrong. But the drones were just freaking me out.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I don't think we'll ever really understand.
Well, we're never gonna know. I mean, it's like...
I heard that they were flying around at the fucking airport.
Yeah, they had a shut Springfield Airport shut it down. Then Lake of the Ozarks, there was some flying around up there. So, all this shit that happens, like during a presidential election, this is what gets me about it. Is like anytime anything big happens, I've always thought this. Now, this is just my theory. Is I think aliens watch over us, right? So basically, they don't want us to fucking kill each other or whatever. So anytime something big happens, like a war or a presidential election or anything like that, like all these UFO sightings start popping up. So that's what I think it is, in my opinion. I think that's what's happening. But there's just so much shit, It's hell, it could be China, anybody. What do you got to map out? Like, you're going to fly over and map out, see where we're at? You know where the fuck we're at.
Right.
What are you going to... And here's the deal. If any country ever wanted to come over here, think of it. If they tried to invade America, you know how many rednecks there are with fucking guns? I mean, it'd be game over.
It would be.
I mean, there's not even a fucking chance.
No, not a chance in hell.
Now we got Trump coming in. He's getting reelected. What do we change in the name of...
Gulf of Mexico.
Gulf of Mexico. Yeah. What do you think about that? Gulf of America. Hell, I'm behind it. Hell, taking Canada over, Panama Canal, he's fucking... he's ready to do it all.
Did y'all discuss the one I wanted to cover?
What's that?
North Korea banning hot dogs.
God, yeah. Who the fuck would do that?
I don't know.
How could you get rid of the mystery meat?
The thing is, everybody deserves a good fucking hot dog.
I'd be fucking fist fighting people, dude.
Could you imagine if they're just like,
I
no more hot dogs?
Yeah. I don't even eat hot dogs like that.
You
But
can't.
if you fucking take Chicago dogs away from me, it's a fucking problem.
It's over. You don't like it. Dude, I'll eat a hot dog in any form. I'll take a fucking Frank's and I'll just throw it in the fucking... I'll be a fucking piece of shit. Throw it in the microwave, no plate, let it roll around and explode.
Until once the casing pops, that's how you know it's done.
Ketchup mustard on a piece of great value bread. I've been poor my whole life, baby. I fucking love it.
Absolutely. Yeah, but can you believe that North Korea banned hot dogs?
How the fuck are you gonna take hot dogs away from people? Can you Google that, Brandon? Can you see why they're doing it?
North Korea hot dog ban.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why the fuck would they take
out.
hot dogs away from people? I mean, that's an American food. Maybe that's why. They're probably jealous, bro. Probably jealous they can't get a good Frank in their life,
Yeah, right there. It's actually a result.
Dude, it's a fucking thing. I seen it on...
Kim Jong-un cracks down on sale of hot dogs in North Korea.
That's fucking terrible.
Kim Jong-un just banned hot dogs in North Korea.
What?
It's a fucking real thing, dude.
What? I mean, if you're gonna take somebody's right to eat a good fucking hot dog, that's just un-American.
Well, I mean, it's not America.
I mean, we went
Piss
to
the
war.
fuck off.
Yeah.
What if I want a hot dog?
Yeah, we went to war over dumber shit, dude. This
What
may
if I
be.
want a goddamn roller dog from fucking Quick Trip? I
Dude,
can't do that.
Can you
anymore.
imagine walking in,
Fuck.
walking in the Quick Trip and nothing's rolling
You
on the grill?
you want to know the best thing from Quick Trip? And I know Brandon will agree with me on this. Maybe not the best thing, but the corn dogs.
Oh yeah.
They're corn dogs, and they're not the corn dogs you think they are. If you've been to Quick Trip, you know what a Quick Trip corn dog is. It's basically a pig in a blanket.
But dude, it's just just like Superbad. He said every good food is shaped like dick, and that's a fucking hot dog. And this is really pissing me off. I want to fucking know why, because I'm about to fucking go down to the sign up place and sign up right now. I'm about to fucking fight somebody.
He's reading.
Wow. So it says here, North Koreans have reportedly banned from they are reportedly banned from eating hot dogs as a part of a crackdown on Western culture infiltrating the Hermit Kingdom. Dictator Kim Jong-un has declared that serving the sausage was an act of treason. The Sun reports amid the rising popularity of a South Korean dish inspired by the U.S. People caught selling or cooking hot dogs face the prospect of time in the country's infamous labor camps, while Pyongyang has also decreed that divorcees could also be jailed.
Dude.
Man!
How could you go to jail
Dog.
for cooking a fucking hot dog?
They're putting them in concentration camps over a fucking frame?
Concentration camp mystery
Are
meat.
you fucking kidding me?
That's what
Can somebody take action? Trump!
Labor camps.
Let's do something about
Over
this.
fucking hot dogs.
This is bullshit. We go to war over oil and all this. Fuck that. It's a fucking hot dog, dude.
It's the goddamn diggity dog.
Yeah,
baby.
dude, fuck
No
that.
Snoop either.
Yeah, fucking D-O-double-G, dude. I'm fucking pissed.
There's the episode name, Free the Dog.
Yeah, dude, free the fucking
Unfucking
dog.
believable. What do you got if you don't have a fucking hot dog?
How the fuck am I supposed to go to a baseball game and not deep throat a hot dog?
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
How can you do that?
Absolutely. Anywhere you go. Like,
I mean, we can do it here, but like, what if I went to North Korea and want to watch a fucking baseball game?
you can't
I
tell
can't
me.
throat a hot dog?
Yeah,
What the
like, you
fuck?
can't, what are you gonna eat, a fucking Spam sandwich, huh? You get fucking locked up? No, here's the fucking deal. You can't tell me that anytime you eat a hot dog, it doesn't just make you feel fucking better. Even if it's the grill, on the stove, boiled, in the fucking microwave, you get you a hot dog with some fucking toppings. Oh,
Dude.
There's nothing that is bigger comfort.
fuck that.
Oh,
Here's the deal. I'm coming to fucking North Korea and I'm bringing a Sonic footlong with me, so fucking watch out. I'm
Well,
fucking
I
upset.
think that's how we wrap it up, Joe. The fight for the dog.
yeah, we're getting upset in here.
You can't even have a hot dog. We need to be upset.
Thank God we can still eat them here.
I mean, even Hitler let people eat hot dogs.
I'm pretty sure it was just bread and water, but
Bratwurst. The bratwurst.
Now, don't fucking pull a brat out. I'll shoot you in the street.
my grandpa used to eat the fuck out of hot dogs, man.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry, I gotta look good.
I mean,
Feel
free,
like
the
I'm
Freedom Frank.
Free the Franks, man.
Oh fuck, gentlemen. Anything else? I don't know. Where are we? Where do we need to be?
Oh, we're good. We're there. We're well past.
Well, thank you guys for having me on. I think it's a great way to start 2025.
Oh yeah.
The Brandit podcast is back with full and best intentions. I think these two guys, if you listen to them, you're entertained as it is. I mean,
We didn't even talk about the dome or nothing. We need to do another one tomorrow.
Oh, I haven't talked about half the things I want to.
Do I gotta come back?
But we are
Out of time.
we're at that time.
Yeah, we're out of time, so I love
Fuck,
you guys.
I forgot about the
Thank
dome.
you. I appreciate it.
Damn.
We love you, and we're gonna get some better equipment. We're gonna get these mics better and some other shit. So stick with us. But other than that,
We'll figure it out.
I'm done. I think.
Yeah, we love you guys. We'll be back at it more consistently.
Welcome to 2025.
Now that we have everything all figured out, got all the moving situation, life, we're going to be back at it in full force. So we appreciate you guys. We're glad to be back, and we're going to be providing you guys with a lot more content here. So just stay tuned and hang out. So.
See you later. Everybody do a little thing for a what do you call it? Cover.
A thumbnail.